listen, I have been a defender of the tush push around these parts because it's a football play. You know, you can do things off of it other than just push the quarterback's ass for a first down. As a matter of fact, I think they gave the ball to Saquon earlier this year. He just scampered right in the end zone.
Yeah, let's sweep.
So I've been a defender of it. And I know Green Bay was trying to legislate it out, and we had our fun with our show by, messing with the copy of their proposal to the league ownership on this vote a few months ago to say basically one of the reasons why we want this out, there's the player safety issue, but we can't stop it. That's the general sense, is everybody wants it out because you can't stop it. You can only hope to contain it, to use Dan Patrick's phrase, and you're right, you can't stop it. I mean, didn't we see, and it's getting farcical. Last year got completely farcical in the NFC Championship, right? When I believe the son of Hockley, the Hockley progeny, by the way, is that a band? Is that a cover band? Hey,
that's definitely a band.
Come out to see my cover band tonight. You know,
they opened up for Pearl Jam in '93.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah,
At any rate, you remember he was at Louisville of Washington, kept jumping over the line of scrimmage.
I like that.
He basically got on the mic and threatened to pull the NFC Championship game car over to award a touchdown. Like, we can award a touchdown to the other team. It was essentially what he was telling the crowd.
Yep.
Knock it off! Don't make me pull this car over.
I remember getting on group chat like, can you do that?
Yeah. I think Pereira hopped in to say he could do that. Play survived. As we all know, they're still using it. And I'm now officially, after what I saw yesterday against the Giants, I'm done with it. Because the league can't get the officiating of it right. They swore a couple of weeks ago when Fox had a gajillion cameras on the Eagles, because the Eagles play quite a bit, one would think, on Fox for the whole country to see, and they're 50 camera games that are 4K and everything. You could see some of the offensive linemen firing off before the snap as they're shooting down the line in the small little tunnel of space that you could see between the offense and the defensive lines, all lined up for this scrum. And then yesterday, I mean, if you're going to rule forward progress is stopped on somebody who has clearly fumbled the ball during the tush push, then it's truly an unstoppable play, because the number of times you could call Jalen Hurts stopped on forward progress during a tush push, I'd lose track. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the pile goes 3 yards
and then
forward.
The pile goes when. Yeah. So now, you know how every rule change that the competition committee considers, they always talk about, if we pass it, what is the unintended consequence that we're not thinking of? The unintended consequence of this tush push has now reached the point of, guess what? We're great at it because we've got a quarterback who's a load. He's a truck, okay? His lower half, Saquon on occasion will just look at the lower half and go, oh, okay, I see it. Right? So Hurts is not going to get hurt, and he's not afraid of being hurt, Hurts. And the offensive line is terrific at it. And now they have the unintended consequence of you can't officiate it. You're putting the refs in a spot now. And so now, if you can add on top of it, you not only stopped it, you turned it over on him, but sorry, we ruled that Hurts's forward progress has been stopped. It's like, oh, really? Because it seems to be stopped every time, and you let it go until he's shoved into the end zone. That was a fumble yesterday, people. Oh, yeah. 100%. And listen, would the Giants have been able to win that game anyway? Who the hell knows? Saquon did make it even worse, run it in for the second time after they got the ball back when they shouldn't have. But I'm done with it, man. It's just not fun to watch. It's so inevitable. And now, if they can't officiate it, then you got to just get rid of it. Because they have trouble officiating it. And Daboll lost his mind yesterday. He had every right to. Kayvon Thibodeau, I don't know if you saw what he said afterwards. Yeah. He's basically called out the officiating. I think Brian Burns screamed out in the background, they're going to fine you. And he goes, oh, I thought it was a great play, actually.
Yeah, he completely flipped it real quick. Yeah, it was funny. He cursed about it.
Because his wallet was on the line, and I understand it. Let's just put it this way. He wanted to stop the forward progress of the fine letter showing up in his locker.
Shout out to Burns for looking.
But I don't think he was as successful at stopping that as the Eagles were successful at running this play again. And now the officials were supposed to say, like a couple weeks ago, they're like, we're on this now. If they're jumping off sides, we're on it. Now it's like, oh, that fumble, that's his forward progress. It stopped, and it's just like, so what? Let's break down the tape of what a tush push looks like when the forward progress is stopped and see if we can be consistent on calling that. Can we? Of course not. It's impossible. It is a scrum. It is a mosh pit every time, and that's to the benefit of the Eagles. It's the unintended consequence. It puts the pressure on the defense, and it puts the pressure on the officials to basically say, call us out on it. And you just flood the zone every single time. It's kind of like politics today. Not to get too crazy. This was Daboll after the game on the non-fumble.
Ryan, what did they tell you on the tush push fumble play, and what did you challenge afterwards?
Yeah, I'll just say our guys upstairs were pretty adamant about challenging the play. Have a lot of trust and faith in them, and it didn't work out. Not going to get any particulars though with it.
When he initially said you weren't allowed to challenge it, but you did again? Were they wrong that you weren't allowed to challenge it? Yeah, no, I respect it. I'm not going to get into the particulars of it. Again, I got a lot of confidence in the guys we have upstairs with that stuff, and it just didn't work out.
So I'm done with it. If they get rid of it, I won't miss it. Flat out. I'm finished with it. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.